Alright, so the new Misfits number 5 event has been announced. The full card is out, and I'm going to share some of my thoughts on it. My immediate reaction to the card was just like, it's alright, but I understand that every card can't be the greatest. They can't stack every single card, so I'm not going to spend too much time hating on it. But I do think that the biggest flaw in this card is just the amount of mismatches there are. I think there's some fights on this card that definitely shouldn't be happening. This card could definitely use 1 to 2 more just big fights, just like a close fight that people don't know who's going to win. Because I feel like a lot of these fights, there's a heavy favorite. I think a great example of this is the Waleed Sharks fight versus NNA Productions. That fight is a total mismatch. Waleed Sharks is going to run through him. It's not going to be a close fight. I'm guaranteeing that now. I just think it's an unnecessary one for Waleed Sharks. I don't think it's one people really want to see. As far as the Dean the Great fight, I don't really know too much about his opponent. I did see a couple clips of him boxing, and he looks pretty decent, so I'm not going to really hate on that fight. It could be a good fight. I'm not really sure. Dean's definitely the favorite though. I don't think the King Kenny fight is a fight people particularly want to see. I know Kenny took a couple hard fights in the beginning of his career and now kind of wants to level down and just focus on the basics and get better. It's definitely a step up in competitions from his last fight, but it's not an opponent I really think the people want to see. Ashley Roxu lost against Anthony Taylor in his last fight. He didn't look that good. I think Kenny's going to stick to his jab and beat him pretty easily once again. But you never know, maybe I'm wrong. I do think the Astrid Wet fight is a good fight for this card. I think that she's the most popular female influencer in the Misfit scene, besides maybe Elle Brooke. So with one more win here, I think that perfectly sets up the Astrid Wet versus Elle Brooke fight. The Ginty versus Halal Ham fight is the fight I'm actually might be most excited about. I think it's a fight that actually could be pretty close. I think it's an entertaining one. I'm excited to see it. Now the Tempo Arts versus Godson, I don't really know who they are, so that's on me. I don't know how skilled they are. I don't know if they're bad, if they're good, so that one I don't really have too much thoughts on. And lastly, the Jay Swingler versus Nick LMAO fight. I don't know, I think just for a main event, I don't think it's that exciting. I think a main event for these fights should be a big fight people want to see. I think it should be a somewhat close fight. And I don't have too much excitement for this one. I understand Jay wants to build a few wins before he takes that big fight. But if that's the case, I don't think he should be getting main events. That's just my opinion. I saw Nick on a couple spars. I saw him spar FaZe Jarvis. He looks alright. It's not like he has no experience. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be too close a fight. I see Jay ending it in maybe second, third round. I don't think it's going to be too competitive or anything. I don't mind the fight, but I just don't think it's worthy of a main event, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts for the Misfits 5 event. I think it's really just missing that one big fight between two guys who it's a really competitive one. But besides that, I'll still be watching. Not every fight card can be stacked, and I understand that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Peace.